This is Chris Gardner of the Houston Roundball Review, speaking with Natalie Alvarado of everything. I mean, really, what's your title with the Rockets organization, Clutch City, everything? What do you do there for the Rockets?
So you are right. I do everything. No, I'm kidding. My title is Director of Live Programming and Entertainment. But I, in a nutshell, the history of my time here with the Rockets, I used to dance for the team, as you know, Chris. And I just made my 11th season. So now I just oversee all of the live elements in our games and at certain events, from the DJ to the mascot, obviously still coaching and choreographing the Clutch City Dancers. But yeah, it's been a good time. I love it here.
But 11 years, that's just as a live entertainment person. That's not the dancer part, right?
Correct. It's not the dancer part.
So all total, how many years is that? Have you been with the organization?
Almost 20 years.
Wow. Okay. So, and that's not including your singing career.
Correct. And I don't know how that's possible if I'm only 23,
I was going to say, that's a lot. That's a lot in a young age there. So, yeah.
Yeah. No. Yeah. It's, time definitely does fly. Didn't think that this would be my journey after dancing for the team back in the days, but, I mean, it's definitely a fun gig. Definitely blessed up here.
How did you get started as a dancer first? I mean, did you grow up dancing? You're just one of those talented little people?
Yes, talented little people. No, I did grow up dancing. My mother, believe it or not, I was such a tomboy when I was younger, and I wanted to play like real sports. Like I was on a baseball team. I tried out for the basketball team. And then my mom put me in dance, and I'm so grateful for her, or to her, for doing that for me. So I started, dancing when I was young, probably like my junior high years. And then I went to my first competition as a dancer, and we won. And ever since that moment, from winning like first place year after year after year at all these dance competitions, my heart was just in dance. Obviously, I always did it when I was younger, right? Like just naturally dancing in the living room and moving furniture and things like that. But never thought that I would make a career out of it. But here I am. So I actually, to answer your question, I actually missed the auditions for the Rockets Power Dancers when I was at school as a Kilgore College Rangerette. So I was away dancing at school. I missed the audition. And then I danced for the Houston Thunder Bears, our arena football team.
Okay.
And the coach who coached that dance team was also the coach for the Rockets Power Dancers. So I danced for a year under her belt over there with the AFL team. And then I tried out the following year, and now here I am.
So you've been a dancer. Then how did you kind of transform into being the choreographer of the whole squad?
Yeah. So when I was on the team, I became the captain, and then eventually started choreographing for the team, which is what I always, love to do, creating and just bringing something to life and seeing like my teammates perform it. But the choreography thing, it kind of happens. It's an easy transition and a natural transition when you're a dancer on a team. And if you're really great at choreographing, it'll come next. So I kind of just like working under our old director that was over the Power Dancers. I learned a lot, things that worked, things that didn't work. And then, but again, I never thought that I would be here to coach and choreograph them. It just always was something that happened naturally. But now, we've been going strong for 11 seasons now. This is my 11th season. So.
And when the name changed from Power Dancers to Clutch City Dancers?
For the 2019 season.
And was that your idea? Whose idea was that?
It was a collective, right? It's obviously under new ownership with the Fertitas and working very closely with them. I love that they love the dancers just as much as they love the actual ball players, It was something that we had been discussing. Like, we think it was time to just do a unique and fresh brand change. And so it happened very quickly for that 2019 season. So
now I'm going to say this. I was a judge a couple of times years ago when I think you were on the Power Dancers, and when judging, I realized this is hard to do. Y'all put in a lot of work. So maybe I was just naive to how much work and extensive it is, but just give an idea for folks who kind of were like me. Oh, this is just nothing. You just go out and dance, that's all it is.
Yeah.
But just the amount of work involved for a routine, just like one routine.
Yeah. So thank you for saying that. And I'm glad that you recognize that. It is a lot of work. They're athletes, dancers are athletes. And what we do here at the Rockets is definitely, I mean, you're at every game. Like, we try to keep it fresh. We try to dance to the latest songs. We rehearse 2 nights a week for 2 hours. So, as you would not be surprised, I run like a tight schedule, tight ship. So it's, we have 2 hours to go over tons of material or to learn new routines. But it's just like training with anything else. Anybody that's competing in a sport or training in a sport, or even like what you do, with your podcast and everything that you do for media, it's just like that. We just consistently give and dedicate our time, and it's our passion. And all of these dancers, they're very passionate about performing and dancing for the Rockets. So it's fun. It makes it really fun, but it is a lot of hard work. So from working out to having to attend an X number of appearances throughout the entire season. They go through midseason reviews. They're asked Rockets trivia, like all of these things. Like,
Really?
it's
Okay.
Yeah, they're real true ambassadors and role models, obviously, in the community. But the practices are not fun. And then you see them out there perform for like a minute 20, and there it is. It's done. All that hard work pays off. So.
And how many women are on the squad? Has the number changed a lot since you were on the squad as a dancer?
We're still at 14. We've been 14 members for a few years now. We used to, back in the days when I was a dancer, average around like 23 members. But the times have changed and the ways have changed. It used to be a bigger squad because we would do suite visits or, like during the game and all those things. So definitely after COVID hit, a lot changed. Also for the better in a game setting for a Clutch City dancer. So it's less members on the team now. I like it like that. It's very intimate. It's a sisterhood, less bodies to have to deal with, but they're pretty solid, strong squad. So
how much turnover is it from year to year on the squad?
Well, this past season, I want to say every year, since the brand change, we're kind of rebuilding, much like our team, right? So it just is taking some time to find exactly, what we're looking for, because it's so different. I mean, you've been here with us this long. It's so different from what a Rockets power dancer used to be, as far as like the look, the vibe, the style, the choreography. But this squad, I think, is the statement squad for sure. So we have 5 veterans on this team, and the remaining 9 are new members. So, but normally you're looking at probably 4 to 5 new members every year. So like of course we want to take everybody on the team back, but they literally have to fight for their spot back every season. So.
And when is, I guess, the tryout for the next season?
We will have tryouts in August. So we start with our audition prep classes normally in May, and we'll host like 4 to 5 of those to help girls interested in auditioning, like to give them a heads up or, a leg up on the competition. And then we normally have auditions in August.
But in addition to the Clutch City Dancers, you work with the Little Dippers.
Yes.
And the Space City Seniors as well. So how did that come about?
Yeah, so we have Space City Seniors, the Little Dippers, our Sonic Boom Drumline. The Red Rowdies are now underneath the entertainment umbrella. Our DJ, our host, our PA announcer, and I feel like Anti-Gravity, our dunk team, and the launch crew. So all of that falls under me. So
wow.
Through my years being here, I have a solid team. Like, I have great captains for both launch crew and, the Clutch City dancers. I have part-time coaches on my staff that will come in and help with the Dippers and the seniors. A great captain on Sonic Boom. So they're all, and then that allows me to focus on more of that, in-game responsibility of our host, Kiati, like being able to to drive a game along
Mhm.
with our PA announcer Jonathan and the music from the DJ. So it's a solid team. It's a small team of us, but we make it happen.
You do all that. You wear all these different hats, and you have life outside of this.
Yes.
And I read that you had resumed or going to resume your singing career.
Yeah. Yeah.
So this, how are you fitting all this in?
That's a great question. um, no sleep, lots of water, and God. No, really, I always tell everyone, like, although this is like the dream gig and it's my career, like I wouldn't trade this for the world. I think it's also important to have a life outside of this. And music, look, I'm very fortunate to even be talking to you today about like my life. Like,
Mhm.
I'm Natalie over here. So thank you for having me. But it's like my entire life has been music and arts and dance and entertainment. And so I realize how blessed I am in being able to like go to the studio after a practice or go to it's exactly what I did when I was 19 years old, like dancing on the team and telling my mom and my family I was going to have a music career. So it's, I don't know. It's in me. I feel like it comes, it just comes easy to me, and I don't feel stressed out. I don't feel like I got a lot going on. So I'm thankful for Google calendars. I have a lot of calendars that I have to tap into, but I make it happen. I also listen to my body though. If I know I need some rest and I'm pushing too much, I'll sit my butt down and relax when I can.
But you were a singer. You went on tour before ago.
Hmm.
So you took time away from. I mean, I think you did. You took time away from the Rockets organization then. So what was that like?
It was fun. It was a journey. Hard work, just with anything. I always tell people, because I do get a lot of questions about that. Half the stuff I don't even remember because it's like you're just constantly moving and you're in a different city every night and you don't have a lot of like personal time. But that's what you sign up for. So that was something I just happened to write the right song, and it took off for me. So again, I used to say I would want to make music and I would want to tour the country, but who really thinks that that's going to happen? And then I wrote Going Crazy and it
Hmm.
happened. So I took a hiatus from, when did I leave? Like 2005 was my last season as a dancer here. And then I returned to the team for the 12-13 season. So in 2012. So
So do you want to go back on tour?
um funny, I have some pop-up shows coming up,
Okay.
but that I haven't like announced yet. But I'm telling you, that song, like it's forever living on, and I'm so grateful for that. Like it's such a timeless record, and so it's very crazy to see like young people, old people, middle aged. Like it's wild how many people still relate to that song. So I'm very grateful for that. But I think where I am in my life is like, yes, I would definitely do it in a heartbeat. But I'm also loving the production side and the creative directing side of like behind the scenes when it comes to entertainment and music. Like having my own artist and my own record label now, like I'm able to like be the person behind the scenes and make sure that I see my people win, because I've already experienced all of that. And now I want to see somebody else on stage with a show that I either choreographed or, creatively directed. So
Hey, promote your company. What's the name of it and who you're working with and artists? Anything
yeah,
you got to share?
it's called Main 10 Entertainment, established during COVID in 2019. And I am co-founder with a really good friend of mine, Terrell Gray, who you probably know.
Hmm.
He used to be our in-arena host and DJ, but prior to that, when he was here with the Rockets, we made Going Crazy together back in the days. So he used to record me all the time. We've kept our relationship. And so now we are co-owners of Main 10 Entertainment. We have an artist by the name of Jackson and an artist by the name of O'Shea Woodhouse. And they're great. That's who we're starting with. They have projects out online now. All of us actually do, everyone that's involved. So everyone should check it out. And it's all different styles of music. So we have a little bit of everything: R&B, pop, rap. We have instrumental beats, all that good stuff. So
How would you describe your music?
Well, I love R&B. I am not going to sit here and say that I'm freaking, Bobby Brown with it or anything, but I can listen to it all day. It makes me happy. And so whenever I get instrumentals to write to, it's easy for me to talk about what I know people want to hear about. And it's always love or heartbreak, so rhythm and blues.
How long do you want to continue with the Rockets, doing everything?
Yeah, I have no end time here. I really enjoy it. Every day it's something different. Our new CMO, Julian Duncan, is such a powerful and strong leader that he definitely, of course, me being here for 10 years, right? And just making this being my 11th, I was ready for something that was going to really challenge me and, take me to the next level here at the Rockets. And then boom, Julian Duncan appeared. So now I'm like, what did I get myself back into? But it's amazing because it's entertainment and we always have to stay fresh and we always have to stay, within that pop culture and within the times. And I think you see my new location where I sit now for games, and that's different for me as opposed to being down on the floor with my staff and everyone. But what I'm coming to notice is how fun our games are, it's not only is, our players exciting to watch, it's even during the timeout, something crazy or exciting is going to happen during the timeout also. So not done here yet. I definitely think I still have more to do here. You know me personally, so I always want to change the game. I always want to do something different and be the first to do it. So yeah, that's always my goal.
Nat, have you thought about ideas going forward? We haven't done that yet. I want to try something new. You don't have to go into specifics and give me a trade secret right now, although that'd be great. But what else is there for you to do during the games to be fresh, keep it fresh?
Yeah, so something that we did innovate this year, we have Clutch City Beats. So I'm not sure if you've heard of it, but we have our very in-house music production team. And so being a music lover, that's a project, an idea that myself and Jim Odessa, our senior director of programming, we were just kind of chatting recent or a few months back and over the summer actually. And we thought hey, why not have our own library of music that we can use for our YouTube originals and all of our digital videos, and to enhance and even make our in-game experience for our fans even a little better and maybe feel a little different. So I don't know if you've noticed yet, but little vamps that we might play during gameplay or leading into a timeout, that's all our own music that we own, and we own the rights to that.
Mm-hmm.
So because that's something that was an idea in my brain and now it's coming to fruition, it actually was just acknowledged as a best practice in the NBA. So we had to I had to present it on a digital call and all that stuff. So that's already something for me this year where I'm okay, very cool. And we've already we've taken our 5 producers out to Workshop Houston, which is a community center for after school programs. They have a music program. So we've already tapped into working with the community and all that stuff. And it's just the beginning. So we have a long way to go, but I love that we're the first team to do it. So
almost done talking to Natalie Alvarado, Miss Everything with the Rockets and Entertainment.
Love it.
How can fans find you, interact with you on social media?
Yeah. So I'm very busy on my Instagram. I don't have a Twitter. I'm one of those people. Hardly on Facebook, but definitely I am busy on Instagram. So you can find me at OG_Nat_Boogie. OG Nat Boogie on Instagram.
That's all I have, Nat Boogie. So thank you very much for your time. I really appreciate you taking time to talk to me out of your busy schedule. So, and I will see you at a Rockets game.
Absolutely. Thank you so much. I love to see you win. I love everything you're doing. It's always a pleasure to see you at Rockets games. Thank you for all your support. Thank you for following me. And thank you for having me today.
Pleasure. You take care.
All right. You too.
Bye-bye.
See you tomorrow. Bye.